Hey guys, we're to do the Cancer full moon readings for yourself. So I am starting off with Aries. These will be timestamped, so just jump to whatever sign you are. My words are going today. Right, so Cancer new moon. It goes actual new 7:31 p.m. on Monday on the 17th. Cancer rules intuition. It's the ruler of intuition. So this new moon is bringing about a need for you to kind of like go inwards and figure out where you've been mistrusting your intuition, looking at the triggers, how you can trust your intuition more. Get ready for some triggers, because that's what this new moon wants you to do. It wants you to put you in situations where you're going to have to trust your intuition, to test yourself in an essence of it. It's time to get acquainted with your own emotions and with your own intuition, because sometimes emotions can override intuition. So it's about finding that balance within yourself. It's time to kind of look at things under the surface rather than on top of the surface. So going inwards, going under. It's that type of energy, setting intentions, obviously, but doing it from a place of desire and heart and want and love, rather than a need. Again, it's going to be a couple of weeks of pure synchronicities, and it's not going to be synchronicities that you can miss. It's going to be like being hit in the face with a book. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like you're like, oh my God, that's why I met that person, and this has happened since then, and that's happened since then, and this has all happened for a reason. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of epiphany moments coming through Aries with this Cancer new moon. So I'm going to jump straight into the cards using my empowerment deck, as I always do with the moons. So they are my pictures, and they all have black hair because I drew them. Oh, we've got fertility, Aries. So this Cancer new moon is bringing in like a fertile energy for yourself. Brilliant in manifestation, new moon manifestation. She is the emperor. She's sowing the seeds now in order to kind of reap what she's sown going forward. And I know I'm keep looking in the wrong direction. I've got my camera set up differently, and I'm not used to. I'm like that. So you have to bear with me. Taurus energy I pick up with the fertility card. They could be fertile energies, but don't forget, should I say, this is a new moon reading. Aries, what is going on with your reading? I can't get my words. It's like my words are all kerfuffled. What's crossing your energy is the moon. Your challenge is the moon, Aries. It's going to feel challenging. I can feel it. It's going to feel challenging. But the moon is about looking at... The moon sheds light on the darkest of things, the things that are unseen. And again, that is a perfect situation to be in, as we are looking under and beneath and inwards to things with this new moon. So it's to do the work, Aries. You're being asked to do the work. Why is this coming right now for my Aries? Because there's a need for balance. So intuitively, you're at a point where you need to make a decision of where you stand with things, or where you want to go forwards with things, what you want to manifest. Because there's certain things, emotionally, I feel, that you've been holding on to. So if you just let go of them emotions, we can kind of like get you balanced. You may have Libra in your chart with the scales there, but don't look too much into that. Always check your sun, moon, and your rising, your Venus as well, in regards to love and finances. But there's a definite need for balance, and I feel like this new moon is bringing in some kind of like power for you to gain that balance between the emotional and the intuitive. Because in the past, we've got that haunted energy, always needing to look out over your shoulder, always looking backwards at past negative, I would say, because it's the haunted card, negative emotional cycles that you've been through, whether it be loss, grief, heartbreak, and anything negative in that sense. It's always like haunting you. Is it going to happen again, or am I going to go through that again? I don't want to feel like that again. So there's a need to kind of sit with those emotions, and it's okay to have a down day. This new moon is going to be a bit of a roller coaster emotionally. Get the tissues ready. Get on settee with your blanket, your snuggly blanket. If you're feeling emotional, let it out. Purge it. Let it out. That's why this new moon's here for you, because it's helping you manifest. So what they're saying is we need to shift the negative. So then you're not going to be manifesting from a negative stance. You're going to be manifesting from a higher frequency, which is better because you're going to be bringing in better things. So I like it. It's about sifting through in the next couple of weeks. It's about sifting through and getting rid of what doesn't serve you, like the full moon usually would. But this Cancer energy is bringing you to your emotions, because going forward we have karma. So weird, because I did a video on YouTube today talking about karma. So maybe some of you are actually sat there thinking, when is that person going to get karma? Or when is it my turn to get something good because of blah blah? You know, take a look at that video, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's only about 3 minutes long, I just had to get it out there. But karma is like, what we put out to the universe mirrors back, and I feel like Aries, you're being reminded of that. So if you're in an energy of loss, I lose everything doesn't work for me, you're going to manifest more of that. You know, we want to be ending that karmic cycle that you've been going round in, you know, that the energy that's been kind of haunting you and you haven't been able to fully release. But you will, because we've got that moon energy. Well, I'm not saying you will, you know, this is on you, this is your work to be done, but this is a prime opportunity for you to do it yourself. Your power in this situation, there you go, is your gut instinct, your solar plexus. Again, this Cancer new moon, it's all about the gut instinct, it's all about the intuition and cutting the cost to the things that no longer serve you, the things that are dragging you down into this dark energy here. Look, she's freeing herself, she's going to the light. You know, she's lightening herself, she's raising her frequency, her vibration. So you're going to be going towards manifestational energies. The outside influences, the universe recognizes the work that you've been doing already. You need to give yourself a pat on the back. You've got that recognition. You've already got that light. There's just this like kind of negative emotional energy that's kind of lingering on, and you're not being able to trust your intuition because of it. This new moon is giving you the energy to recognize that light within yourself that everybody else sees, and that the world, the universe sees within you. Because your outcome is connection. This is all about you, Aries. It's connection. I drew this card when I was like connecting to my higher self, connecting to my guides. You know, as a lot of people know, I work with Lilith. It was getting that connection and realizing that you're so much bigger than this little meat suit. I say little because I'm only 5 foot and a docker. My energy is so much bigger. I see my energy is filling the room that I'm sat in, you know, and I feel like that is what you're working towards with this new moon. Again, give yourself a break, and if you need to cry, cry, and if you need to eat chocolate, you know, it's one of them new moons. Love you lots. Hey my beautiful Leos, so we're here to do the new moon in Cancer reading for yourself. This is going to be a bit of a roller coaster, I'm not even joking. So Cancer rules intuition, and it affects all the signs. We're all going to feel it, we really are. At the moment, maybe an energy of feeling a little bit energetically stuck. I don't mean stuck in life, I mean, well, you may feel stuck in life, but it's like an energetic stuck. It's like I'm waiting to hit the play button. I'm waiting for something to like kind of come in. The Cancer new moon is about manifesting better things, but it's also about releasing what you don't need on an emotional point, because it rules intuition. So it's time to get acquainted with your emotions and your intuition, because a lot of the time emotions overrun intuition, so we go with the emotion of it. So it's about you getting acquainted with the feeling of, right, this is what I feel when I'm this is what I feel when I'm that. Does it match the intuition? You know, it's about trusting in that and trusting in your own intuitive abilities. It's a time with this new moon to look kind of under the surface and inwards. So it's about doing the inner work and looking under the surface of the things that are affecting you in life. So again, it's about trusting that intuition. It's time for setting intentions, especially from the heart. Do not, around the Cancer new moon, please do not try and manifest material. It's an emotional new moon, so it's going to be dealing with intuition, your psychic abilities. You know, you may be feeling really like sensitive at the moment. It's also a time where synchronicities are going to be like kind of hitting you in the face. It's almost like you can't argue with it. It is there. It's there. It's stalking you. Or it's like these epiphany moments. Oh my God, if that hadn't have happened, then I wouldn't have had that happen, and that happened, and that happened, and that person wouldn't have come in, and that person, you know, it's that type of thing. So the synchronicities, there's going to be a lot of epiphanies, I feel, in the next 2 weeks. Especially in regards to worldly things as well. I do feel like a lot of like, I'm not going to go into it too deep, but I feel like a few people in the world are going to get pangs of guilt that they've never felt before. Maybe that's karma. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't mean people I know. I mean like people, you know, the triangle. Oh, so your main energy is Lilith. So everyone knows I absolutely love Lilith. Lilith is one of my guides. I work with Lilith quite a lot. Lilith brings that power of independence. Lilith gives you that power to say 50 people are making a decision to go that way, and intuitively, emotionally, you want to do that because you want to be behind them, you want to be friends with them, you know, that type of thing. You want to be seen as being supportive, that type of thing. But Lilith gives you that energy to walk the left-handed path, to walk the path alone, if need be, because that's why she carries the serpent. The serpent is a form of transformation. When a serpent grows, it gets too tight, it's constricted, it has to shed its skin. And that is what you're going through, Leo. You are shedding the skin. So you're working with Lilith energy. I like it. I like it a lot. What's crossing your energy is to accept the guidance that Spirit are offering you. So this is that stuck energy I'm thinking, you know, that I keep trying to say. You've got that spiritual lantern. You may not know exactly where you're going. You may not have all the answers that you need. Yeah, the future may be dark, but you are being guided. You're being guided towards somebody or by somebody. And every step forward is going to be illuminated. So you're no longer in the dark. So the challenge for you right now is to accept the guidance. Allow the things that are bubbling up inside to come to the surface and be released. Because why is it coming round? It's time for congratulations. Leo, you're doing big, big work with this new moon. I'm telling you now. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others. Your experiences are your qualifications. Soar to new spiritual heights and spread angelic energy wherever it's needed. I am talking to some Leos here that have got a purpose in life, a purpose to empower other people via your own journey. It's time to kind of stand up and be counted. Maybe this new moon is going to help you go inwards and do the work that is needed in order for you to be able to like kind of find your voice or free yourself from like societal norms, you know, that type of thing. It's time for you to make a change, but the change comes from inwards first. Yeah, because you've got that connection. So when I drew this card, this was me connecting with my higher self. I know, yes, I'm little. Everybody knows that. I'm only like 5'1" or something. Maybe 5'1" in a little bit, but my energy fills this room. I feel my energy, you know. I drew this card when I was working on connecting with my higher self, so then I could run this meat suit. I know it sounds awful when I say it, but to me this is a meat suit. I'm trying to look after it, but it is a meat suit. But it's like, I am no longer the puppet, I'm the puppeteer. Let's put it that way. So it's that connection type energy with yourself. You're doing all this work yourself, Leo. Yeah, at present, you're going to be working on letting go. But look, it's not hard. She sat there on that swing and she's kind of like being able to like kind of flow with it. And then that thing can't hurt me anymore. So why am I holding on to it? You know, why am I holding on to other people's opinions? Why am I holding on to the past? It doesn't mean it's going to come back. You're going through a massive letting go energy, which I absolutely love, because I feel like you're coming out of this new moon, going into the full moon, like, boom, I'm here, I'm going to be heard, and I'm going to stand. Do you know what I mean? There's something changing in your energy. There's words that need to be spoken, because my throat chakra keeps going tight when I'm speaking to you, Leo. You need to speak your truth, whether it be to yourself, in a journal, to someone else. You know, be heard. What is going on? Leo, there's something about emotions being stuck in the throat. Going forward, though, we do have that recognition. You are going to end that cycle. You're being recognised for the work that you're going to be doing under this moon. You're finding your light, but look at that. She ain't scared to shine. She ain't scared what people are going to think of her. You know, she's feeling on top of the world, and she ain't afraid to say it either. You know, I absolutely love this reading. It's probably my favourite one up to now. Your power, your power is that you are divinely protected. Your power is that you have got your angels, your guides, you know, you've got your higher self. Whatever it is that you feel is above, around, you know, energetically, you are protected. It's time to get things done, Leo, because the outside influence is what are you manifesting? You're manifesting, but in that, you're also helping the universe manifest. Hope, Sophia's throat chakra. I knew that were going to come out. There's something that you're fearful of being heard, saying, being taken the wrong way, or something that you've not spoken about. You're scared of like letting it go. It's words. Let it go. Because your outwork is outwork. Yeah, it is work that you need to do. But your outcome is heartbreak. That does not mean you're going to get your heart broken. What it means is I feel like things are going to be purged, things are going to be said, you're going to actually release it, because the main energy is this massive congratulations. You've got this empowerment energy, and it's time to empower yourself and other people, and maybe you've got to speak your truth. Maybe you've been holding it in too much. It's a deep reading, Leo, but I actually love it. And if you do get emotional, let it flow. You know, crying is a superpower. What we hold within poisons us. So, let's leave you there. Bye. Hey Sagittarus, so I'm here to do your Cancer New Moon reading. So this is going to be emotional. Cancer rules intuition. It's also a water sign, so it brings emotions to the surface. The moon will actually go new on Monday if you're in the UK at 7:31 p.m. Just getting that out there. This new moon is basically saying to you, it's time to get acquainted with your emotions and your intuition, because a lot of the time we allow our emotions to override our intuition. So this new moon is about sifting through that. It's about sitting down. What am I feeling now? Why am I feeling that? So it's time for you to do the inwards work in order to go forward. It's also a time to honor your own intuitive abilities, because they will be being turned up. 100%. They will be being turned up. The energy at the moment is so high. The synchronicities that are going on at the moment, it'll be like hitting you in the face. So if you're seeing numbers, or if you sat there having epiphany moments like, oh my God, if that didn't happen, then that wouldn't have happened. And I wouldn't have met that person, and this and that and this and that. But look at me now. You know, I wouldn't have got to here. So I'm glad that person did this, or I'm glad that person hurt me, or I'm glad that situation fell through, or do you know what I mean? So it's like them, you see the synchronicities in your life, and that's what it's really, this new moon is going to bring to the surface, but it's also going to bring to the surface those old emotions that we haven't dealt with. You know, so if you want a day where you just want to sit in the dark and watch TV or eat chocolate, or, you know, you want to watch movies that are going to make you feel emotional and cry and things like that, do it. It's a purge, it's a cleanse. You know, like I said, Cancer rules the intuition. Do as you intuitively want to do. If your body is saying, or your mind is saying intuitively, I want to switch off. Switch off. Don't fight it. Do not fight it. It's time to go under the surface. Look under the surface. Look inwards. You know, it's internalized energy with this Cancer moon. So let's have a look to all my Sagittarius. So we have soul sisters. So Sagittarius, you have soul sisters. You have soul tribe. You have soul mates. You know, soul brothers. Whatever it is, it's soul family. That is your main energy, and I feel like there could be a thing between people that's going on with you. You know, a need or a want for your soul tribe. Maybe you've already started to find them as well. It's a time to kind of link up with those who are on the same vibration as you, same frequency, understanding where you are in life, and, you know, that type of thing. People that you don't have to kind of overly explain yourself. You know, people who just get you, no matter, even if it don't make sense to them, they still get where you're coming from. What's challenging you is the moon. So it is a challenge, but it's emotional, and the moon sheds light on the darkest of things, and sometimes the truth is a hard pill to swallow, especially if we want to see the good in people. You know, I'm a Gemini, but I have actually been going through that at the moment, and I'm seeing people with fresh eyes, and I am breaking away. I've got hiccups while we're doing your reading. I broke away from certain people, energies, that type of thing, because I knew that it was draining me. And I've only done that in the last couple of days. So you're working with this moon energy really well. Yeah, why is it coming round? It's time to open your throat chakra. So your throat chakra is also linked to your ears as well, but it's about speaking your truth, and it's standing in your word, and it's, you know, again, not letting emotions go over intuition. Intuitively, if you are guided to say something or to listen to something, then do it. don't let your emotions sing, or better not say that, or I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to hurt anyone, or I don't want people to fall out with me, or, you know, that type of thing. It's time for you to speak your truth. I feel like with this new moon, you're finding your voice. Sagittarius. There's a need to communicate. Maybe it is to do with the past. Maybe that's what you need to release, is something to communicate. So in the recent past, we've got cutting the cords and karma. So there has been some kind of karmic cycle ended or needing to end in order for you to finally cut the cord and be able to like kind of rise. You know, she's cut the cords from the dark. She's rising to the light. So energetically, we're still stuck a little bit in this like kind of karmic cycle. But this moon is giving you the power to cut the cord to that. Whether you do that, that is completely up to you. I cannot rule your life. What I'm saying is the work is there for you to be done. And if you do it, you're going to graduate. You know, it's going to be one of them couple of weeks. That's what it is. It is going to be one of them couple of weeks. Look back at the karmic cycle. Look back at words that were left unspoken. Yeah, because at present, you've got the third eye chakra. You are seeing or will be seeing things for what it really is. The third eye chakra shows you the bigger picture of things. Again, with the synchronicities as well. Shows you the bigger picture of how you got to where you are now. Shows you the bigger picture of where you could go in the future. It's about trusting this and your intuition. And emptying that bank vault of the mind. Emptying that any stuck energy, because going forward you are linking with your guides. So it's almost like I want you to basically say out loud, I give you permission to intervene. I don't even know why I want to say that, because I've never said that in a reading, but it's almost like you need to say to your angels, your guides, your loved ones, whatever you believe in, God, the divine, I surrender and I give you permission to intervene. I don't know why I want to say it, but I feel like things will change in your life. So that's definitely for a certain, like, specific people, Sagittarius. I nearly said Leo then, unless you've got Leo in your chart. Because your power now is to regain balance. And again, it's that balance between the emotional and the intuitive. There's certain things that you've got to let go of. Holding on to old ways. It could even be people pleasing. Saying yes when really you want to say no. You know, that's what you need to be working on. The outside influence is Call of the Wild. So that's my shamanic card. Call of the Wild is like, get out in nature, be around animals, dream. Your dream work may be really heightened around this time as well, Sagittarius. But it's about doing the things that keep you grounded. So there's a need for you to stay grounded. But it's almost like stay grounded whilst they step in. But again, Spirit cannot step in unless you give permission. And I keep getting that really strongly. Hopes or fears. See, unless you want to fight people, that would be a fear. Just constantly being in conflict. Step back out of it. You can choose not to participate in conflict. Because your outcome is the ruins, which I absolutely love. Because the ruins is getting to that point where you know that certain things cannot be fixed. It's bricks and mortar, it's material, it's whatever. Let's just let it crumble down. She is regaining her energy, and that is what this Cancer New Moon is about. And that's why I was saying, if you want to curl up in a ball on the sofa, if you want to eat chocolate, if you want to watch films that are going to make you emotional and stuff like that, do it. Do it. It's power, because you're being led by the natural. You're being led by your natural instincts. It's time to go with it, Sag. So I absolutely love that reading. Bye.